Just go right into it.
Yeah,
Fuck
this is week whatever of our podcast. We just watched a real viral video just now, and it was just really like disappointing. You know what? Fuck it. That's just gonna be the first topic of today's podcast.
I'm disgusted.
I've been noticing a trend lately on social media, mainly Twitter, where there's this trend of women going the extra mile. And fuck the extra mile, just point blank, getting on side chicks, beating up side chicks and shit, when it's just like, bro, you have a whole nigga out here that when you over here doing all this criminal activity to a side chick and your ass get locked up, that nigga's gonna be right back with that side chick fucking her while you in jail.
So in contents, and this is what I understand it to be, because I know there's gonna be the fucking one person that's like, oh, you got this fat oh, no fucking shit. I just watched the video. Baby mama apparently is separated from the husband. They've been separated for a minute. The husband's doing what he do. Because they're separated, side chick, quote unquote, really who the nigga is seeing comes on property, and the baby mama comes up and thinks it's her fucking God-given right to pistol whip this girl and do all this.
Hold her hostage.
Hold her hostage. And in
say
reality,
she gonna kill you. Be like, bitch, do you want to die?
Are you pregnant? Oh, good, because the baby would die.
Die too.
Come on, bro. Like, really? First of all, check yourself, bro. Don't come into the situation pointing the finger and doing all this and that.
Can you turn the fan on real quick? Just press the button. But seriously though, because it's like, okay, she's not just a baby mom, she's the wife. But you can be legally married to somebody, but if you're separated, like, bruh, come on now. And the only reason why she even found out about old girl is because old girl got a letter sent to her ex's house. But I'm just like, bruh, y'all separated.
But the problem is, I don't know where they were.
And then old girl's pregnant. The person with the gun was pregnant.
Yeah, I get it. So you have your little get out of jail supposedly free card, but you can't just come up to somebody and hold them hostage. You can't do that.
Right.
I'm sorry. I don't care what the situation is. In Florida, yeah, if you still live there, yeah, there's castle doctrine, standard. That didn't look like Florida, for one. And that's the only place where you might have semi got away with that. But, like, dude, you cannot do that.
And the thing there was a second video, and I know you haven't seen it, but I told you about it, where a girl actually lived across the street from her dude and saw the side chick go into the house, and her and her friend kidnapped the girl, got her in the car, and was recording the whole thing. And they actually, her and her friend got charged with kidnapping, assault, battery, all that shit. But my thing is I was expecting a different reaction from people on social media, women mainly, but I was like really disappointed to see a whole bunch of girls being like, oh yeah, well I would have had to do that too, I would have had to do that too, and it's just like, bruh, like, you would be in jail. You
would have had to do 5 years in the penitentiary too?
And then it's like, okay, yeah, you caught that one side bitch, you really don't think your dude got like 2 more?
I stand corrected.
Like, bruh, really?
Let me chime in before we actually get to the real topics, because I know we got shit written down. Even in Florida, right? If you catch somebody in your crib, like, you can't beat them and hold them for ransom.
Yeah, no, you can't.
The stand your ground / castle doctrine. I'm sorry, I got a little bit of a speech impediment. You can kill them on sight. Yeah. It's fucked up. You can fucking shoot them.
If they don't die.
No. Even if they don't die, you're straight. Right. But what you can do is hold them for ransom, because the fact that you're shooting them, you can't shoot them in the back. Disclaimer.
Yeah.
The fact that you're shooting them means you're in fear for your life.
Right.
That's why you can't shoot them in the back.
Letting people see I got the upper hand.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing what I'm gonna do with you.
You're the aggressor.
You're the aggressor. It's not gonna end well.
Especially if this lady didn't break into your house.
Right.
She's fucking your husband.
Right. She's been a guest. She's been in that house.
She's a good guest.
Notice the dog in that video. I was keeping the dog. The dog did not attack her. The dog's laying next to her, fucking trying to comfort her. That dog's familiar with that girl. That girl
More
been
than
in that
baby
house.
mama.
Right. That dog is not up to the baby mom trying to be on protector mode. That dog was by that girl.
You break in our house, you're either getting shot or Spody's gonna
attack
our
dog's gonna come for you. Our dog don't even like people ringing the fucking doorbell. And she's not aggressive. It's just our dog needs to see us greet people so she knows, okay, you're good. But if she sees us in fear, it's over. So that just let me know. I'm looking at this pit and I'm like, this pit
she's a
is
puppy
comforting.
and she's not a pit. That's
right,
a pit.
like that pit is comforting that girl getting pistol whipped. Like,
I press charges, man.
I would press charges.
I ain't on that, but like, you can't do that, bro. I'm a firm believer. You pull it, you better use it.
Oh, that divorce court gonna be fucking golden.
Oh yeah.
Brad gonna get off like.
She gonna have that.
Brad,
baby.
honestly,
baby going right
I hope that's what I was about to say. That baby's most likely gonna go into his hands because that's very unstable. And the fact that she said on camera she was gonna kill somebody else's baby if they were pregnant. Like, do you not know the climate of this country right now, bitch? Like, you're not going. Yeah, no.
There's no rationale for that. I'm not somebody. I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment, but I'm not in, okay, I got the upper hand. You're pretty much my bitch right now.
Yeah, no.
You do whatever I say because I got the gun.
And I even noticed in the video her voice was cracking too. You was doing that for the social media. Her voice was cracking too. That's why it's like, bro, we all knew you wasn't gonna shoot her and end her life, but the fact that you said it and you pistol whipped, she drew blood. What the fuck do you think the court's gonna do with that?
Bruh, before we leave it, there's a common misconception. That didn't look like Florida. That looked like Tennessee or some shit. But even if she was in Florida, there's a common misconception. Oh, my name is on this property. I get to do this. No. If you're gonna shoot somebody because you're scared, that's one thing. You can't hold somebody for ransom and beat them in the process.
Right.
Because once you got a gun on, if they're not gonna make a move, they're no longer a threat to you. That's why you can't shoot somebody in the back.
She was visibly scared in that video. Right.
She's terrified.
Shit's so ugly.
What we got here?
A very poppin' ass topic, not only on YouTube, but I don't know why, but it got on Inside Edition and like
they're bored.
Yeah, because I'm just like, bro, why is this even like y'all type of news? Like, y'all don't even really grasp the issue with this. But anyway, it's about the whole.
This is gonna be the one right here.
The whole fucking DMB Nation and how Bianca said those fucking nasty ass, colorist ass comments about her child, fucking fresh out the womb, still got fucking guts on the baby's skin, like fresh out the fucking womb.
Somebody's gonna be in the comments taking up for this.
Yeah, but bro, I don't care. And it's just like,
it's
the thing
crazy.
is people with these fucking fan bases, it's like, bro, if you love somebody, you need to tell them when they wrong. Because it's like, bro, I'll have people checking me all day. I don't mind because I know it's from a certain place of love. There's a difference between hate and criticism. And some of y'all really need to put these people you admire on a pedestal to the point where you could put them in their place.
I'm not even in the loop. I get checked.
Like, bruh.
But how I feel about this is like you said, you fresh out the womb, dog. The same way babies shouldn't be hated, they shouldn't be manipulated, they shouldn't be involved in fuckery, they shouldn't be idealized into this idea of beauty because life itself is beautiful, right?
I feel like
that shit crazy.
I feel like colorism is something that is taught. And the fact that, because Bianca even said herself, oh, like, this is something that I grew up on, just people telling me that I'm better because blah, 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 blah. I feel like your daughter is going to grow up one day and see that fucking video. It's on Inside Edition. You can't fucking delete that. You have no control over that. She's going to grow up one day and see that and be like, wow, my parents were really nitpicking on my features because they were African features and not an ambiguous feature, and that's fucked up.
That's the problem. Like,
it's fucked up.
We're not here to be like, well, I'm not gonna say what you think, but I'm pretty sure I know you, right? You're not one if you're like me, because we talked about this. I feel like in the past, we're aware shit exists.
Exactly.
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
All right, but at the same time, it's your fucking baby.
Right.
It's your child. If anything, you out of all people should see the beauty in your child.
Right, and that was the most disturbing. There's other people in the hospital room like, yo, stop. Like, your child is beautiful. What are you doing? And all that, oh my God, look at the finger. I've never heard nobody say, look at the fingernails. You could tell they about to be like, look at their ears. Like, bruh, who the fuck does that? I've never heard of no shit like that.
Apparently. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to crucify them because apparently they're getting crucified enough. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to say that is your child, bro. Like, if any, like, with growing up, if I ever had a problem, I came to mom about that shit. I came to mom because I know mom is gonna love me regardless.
That's the problem too, because it's just like, bruh, okay, you're acknowledging that you are having a dark-skinned child. You're supposed to be that safe space. The world isn't gonna treat them the way that you're gonna treat them at home, or how everybody else is gonna treat them on the street. But just know it for a fact that when they go home, their parents subconsciously are like,
most judgmental niggas.
Right, like, really?
And then who fucking puts their fucking 6-hour-old baby
on the internet? Oh my god, I hate when people do that. I hate when YouTubers do that.
Niggas be whole celebrities,
because
see, this is the problem, and I don't mean to step on any toes, but people that do YouTube or social media think that they're fucking real deal.
Oh,
like,
for sure. Yep.
Famous.
Yep.
Like, nigga, you can go to Walmart, and as much as you want to be, you go to Target, and as much as you want to be this big deal, there's going to be somebody like $54.94. You're going to be like, smiling with the camera on you. They're going to be like, nigga, $54.94. Is that cash or fucking, you know?
Basically, not a lot of people are going to notice you in public.
Exactly. They don't fucking know you, bro. So the fact that you're not, if Jay-Z could keep how their fucking baby looks private.
For at least a year, I think it was.
Years, right?
It was like a year or two. The twins were private for, I think,
But you say year, says
years.
That's
a long time, though.
For them?
Yeah.
That is incredible.
The fact that people assume Beyonce wasn't really pregnant with Blue, that's amazing. Like, people know how to keep their shit private when it counts. You're a YouTuber, bruh. You're a YouTuber. You're not a celebrity. I give it maybe, 20 years before YouTubers actually get to that point. There's only maybe 5 YouTubers that actually go to mainstream celebrity events, and what do? They're hosts. Like, they're not on the carpet. People aren't looking for them, and it's just like, and if they are, it's because they did something really common folk and they remind you oh, look at this influencer fucking with their peasant ass shambling up the fucking place.
And that goes back, and I always say this, and I hate to always say this. There's a responsibility. If you want to be fucking famous, there's a responsibility that comes with that. If you want to be the real deal, holy fucking field, you can't act like you just don't know what the hell's going on. You have to be up to par. You can't be this big famous person when it's convenient for you, and then be on some ratchet shit whenever your true colors come out, bro. Get a PR person and talk to them before you post some dumb shit like that on the internet, or even fucking do that.
Because, and back to the DMV Nation thing, I feel like a lot of these girls, these light-skinned girls, be trying to fetishize dark-skinned dudes and then be shocked when their baby doesn't turn out looking like them. And then try to be all like, oh, my baby's gonna come out like me and blah 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 blah, when it's just like, bro, regardless of your baby comes out looking like you or not, that's your fucking child, and you're supposed to love that child regardless of what shade they come out, regardless of what hair texture they have, regardless of what color eyes they have, what their fucking fingernails look like what the fuck is that? That's weird to me.
And I took fucking AP classes in high school with biology. 9 times out of 10,
right,
when we have a baby,
right,
if we're lucky enough to have a beautiful blessing, it's gonna look like me.
Oh, we're definitely gonna have a blessing. I'm in business.
All right, but what I'm saying, I don't like to. You get what I'm saying,
right? Because at the end of the day, the reason why I look the way I do, black trumps all when it comes to genetics.
Everybody knows this.
Everybody knows this. Why do you think? And I'm not trying to get political.
Well, I thought everybody knew.
I'm not trying to get political, but why the fuck do you think fair-skinned people in our country are so fucking terrified right now? Black trumps everything when you have a child with somebody. Yeah, and I hate to use the word Trump as an adjective, but yeah.
It's crazy how that works.
Exactly. But it's just like, dude, I just don't get how certain people's minds operate like that. And then if we about to be blunt, where society works, a lot of these light-skinned girls that be getting so hyped,
yeah,
if you just take away their skin color, they don't even be cute.
Oh, fuck.
I'm being so real, bro. A majority of these bitches don't even be cute. They just be light-skinned, and for whatever reason, they just feel like
I feel like everybody's
like,
beautiful
bruh.
in their own way, but you're right. People
but
do
those
rely.
Type of people
rely.
Those type of people that rely on the
skin.
fairness of their skin tone usually be the ugliest people on the inside.
Like, there's a model from here. She's deaf. Her name's Ayana.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I'm saying her name right. Shout out to her. She's actually deaf, right? She's the darkest person that I've ever seen that actually like is an aspiring model, and she's doing her shit.
Like in real life that you know?
In real life that I know.
Okay.
Because like you said, people usually rely on the fact that they're light skinned
just to get to certain.
Yeah, this
right,
girl's
like,
in fucking, look her up. She's on Instagram. Ayana Michelle, that's her name. She does her fucking shit. She's where she wants to be. She works. And she doesn't rely on that. That's respect. Not because she's black, but because she's aware of the industry and she fucking saw she's conquering. Whatever. But so often you see the alternative where it's just like, oh, I'm light skinned, I'm fucking tall.
Okay, camera just turned off. But
yeah, that's respect though. So
but no, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of people, and I've noticed it's mainly social media influencers. Every once in a while, there'll be celebrity people that say, like, women that say very colorist things, and I'll just be like, bitch, wow, this is really how not only you think, but how your PR person thinks, and how your assistant thinks, because it had to pass through those filters.
And
when it's
they don't
social
even
media,
realize
they
that
don't
they're
even realize
saying
it, right?
dude.
And that shit it's really scary. And then, like, when I see social media influencers say it, my main thing goes into my head is like, oh wow, you were brought up that way. You were brought up by people that praise you just for that one factor, when it's just like, yo, you're ugly on the inside. And it's just like, that's all you lean on.
And even if they're not ugly, they're insecure on the inside.
Oh, very insecure.
Because
I
don't think anybody's
lean
truly
on that
ugly.
makes you feel self-worth. Like, really?
I feel like people are, like you said, they're groomed. But yeah, man, I'm gonna pray for them. I hope their baby doesn't never.
So I'm gonna give you another
that.
topic, real quick, because I saw this go down the other day,
Okay.
and I want to talk about it. Some of you guys may know I have a YouTuber friend, the Mademoiselle, and she posted a video about these videos I've been seeing on YouTube, and I thought it was just me that felt this certain type of way, but I saw these videos back when we were living at the old spot.
Okay.
Where it's like these kids, mainly high school kids and college kids, will go around campus with a microphone doing the whole Jimmy Kimmel setup.
Oh yeah.
And they'll be like,
blah,
do
blah,
you
blah.
prefer light skinned or dark skinned people? And then people will say their remarks. I don't usually watch these videos. I really haven't. I see probably like one or two, and that's why I was like, okay, this is really uncomfortable. But she recently made a video talking about it, and then one of the people whose videos she reacted to was in her comments basically being like, I'm not colorist and blah, 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 and XYZ. How do you feel about those type of videos?
I feel like they know what they're doing, and there's an algorithm to that in itself. But I also feel like if you have to openly say, I'm not racist, you need to look in the mirror. There should be no need for you to do anything but like the video and support it regardless. If you know that that's not you, you shouldn't have. I never take up for myself when people question what I believe in and all that. Right? I might tell you some smart ass shit if you're like directly under my shit, but if somebody makes something, a whole topic designated towards what I've done and what I might have said, because I might not read up on even some of the things that we discuss in these type of podcasts or whatever. But at the same time, bitch, this ain't fucking damage control. Like that's not what this is.
I feel like those videos would be different if somebody was like, what is your preference? And then put a microphone, because that's such a broad thing. You could be like, oh, I like a girl that reads books, and I like a guy who skateboards, and I like girls that know a lot about cars, and I like guys who really care about hair. Like, that's when it gets
So you're
broad.
saying that like they set people up to give...
Exactly, because it'd be different if you asked somebody, hey, what's your preference? And they were like, oh, I only like light-skinned girls. Then that's them doing them. But then when you come up, do you like light skin or dark skin? Like, then it's just like, bruh, what the fuck is it? This is the Colorist game show.
As a dark skinned male, though, I could see how certain, like, society grooms a lot of people that look like myself towards seeing, like, oh, this is beautiful. This is what you want to do. But at the same time, the human in you has to see shit for what it really is.
Right.
Like, you could look at my track record, I guess you could say, and it's just like, bro, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Game over. I'm not gonna look at somebody, oh, you look better than her because your skin. No, I mean, like, there's a lot of different facets that go into that. The world is so multifaceted. There's a lot of different variables. Personalities should weigh heaviest to anybody, but I guess that's the society we live in. So,
and then it's like people, whenever you do the whole light skin versus dark skin thing with those videos, people always associate that with African Americans or black people. Like, there are dark skinned Asian people. I don't know if any of y'all know any Cambodians out there. There are dark skinned Asian people. There are dark skinned Indian people. Like, there are dark skinned Hispanic people, even though they swear to God they ain't black, but there's
that's
a whole different topic. But like, it goes way deeper, and it's just weird to me how people can just like block their own blessings like that just because of somebody's skin tone. Like you could really vibe with somebody and be like, oh damn, I fuck with them, but they dark skinned, or oh damn, I fuck with them, but they light skinned, so that's not my type. Like, what's the point?
I feel like a lot of people are cashing in off that, and they will continue to do so. I'm not gonna knock that hustle, but I feel like eventually that shit's gonna die because in a few years everybody's gonna look the same, right?
Yeah.
And then all this shit that people, just like Jim Crow shit, that's tequila.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just like if we look at Jim Crow shit right now, we're like, that is fucking ignorant. And I'm not saying the people that are making these type of ignorant, like, damn, see, I slipped up on this, the tequila. I'm not saying that that's what it is.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about like when it was black or white.
Yeah.
We look at that like, what the fuck were these niggas thinking? And if you don't, you're racist, right? In a few years, people are going to look back on the shit like this, and they're going to be like, yo, what the fuck, eventually.
Oh, you mean how people be trying to be like,
exactly.
Oh, you're half this, you're half that, so you're not that.
It doesn't matter.
Ooh, that's a whole nother conversation.
It is, but think about it in the future. I'm not knocking your hustles, but the people that are doing these type of videos, I want you to be perfectly aware that in the future, when everything is normalized, you're gonna be the new fucking face of Jim Crow. It's inevitable.
I feel like that's a little bit of a
people
stretch.
thought that a black president was a stretch too.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you have that, but I do believe that there is a difference between color, nationality, ethnicity, and race.
I think it doesn't matter
because people get shit mixed up.
If you break up with me tomorrow and I like the most pale skinned girl ever, and that's just the baddest bitch to me, and we get married, we're part of the revolution, apparently. But it shouldn't even be like that.
It's not like that. So I'm trying to understand where you're coming from.
It's not, but it is, because you got people judging their fucking babies right now.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying though, like, there's a difference between race, nationality, ethnicity, and color.
I said ethnicity.
Like, for example,
people do
for whatever reason in North America, if you see a black person, you automatically call them an African American. There are black people in our country that are not African American at all.
There's niggas that are Russian, and that's just what they are. They're Asian for real, because they're from there.
For example, me and I guess my dad, even though he wasn't. I mean, I guess technically we're first generation African American. Like, I don't have any African Americans in my ancestry, but I still identify as African American because I'm in America. And wherever the fuck you from, whether your people are from the Caribbean or not, they all came from fucking Africa. But there are some people who moved to America from Spain, but they're black. They're not African American. So that's why I said there's like a difference between that, and I feel like in the future those lines are just gonna like blur, and it's just gonna be like, you're black, you're Hispanic. Shit, black and Hispanic might even blur.
But before
I don't know.
Before we leave it, all I was trying to say is, we're all aware, hopefully now, that this fucking social media, this podcast isn't going to disappear unless we get hit with a damn EMP bomb and everything is right.
And I already know, bro, this is a very intense start to the podcast. I already know these comments are about to be lit. We're just talking
from one or two people that can't get over
No, but it's cool. Whatever. And even if it's more than that, it's totally cool. We're just talking our opinions right now. Nobody has to agree.
Spit how you feel.
Spit your opinions. We're not going to crucify.
But even the comments that you're putting down, because this is another thing people don't realize. They're not going anywhere. And people tend to not overthink what the fuck they put in comment sections. And a lot of people tend to not overthink what they put in their videos. And that's what I'm saying. Maybe you should give it that second thought because it's not going anywhere. And you don't want to be the next face of hatred. Because you might not see it as that, but we don't know where society's going. So we should get rid of all that. Especially if you're a POC. Because we've been here before, this shit should be mute to us at this point. Like, whatever. But the second topic we got is 50 Cent fan bombards his date.
Oh, shit.
What you got for me?
Basically,
I saw this shit
we saw the video. If you guys haven't seen it, just look it up. But basically, 50 Cent was on a date with his girl, and this guy, aka struggle rapper,
we're not gonna fucking call him.
No, that was his nickname, the struggle rapper.
I'll get to that.
He came up to 50 on a date and was basically just like, hey, listen to my shit. Here's my Instagram. And 50 was like, bro, I'm not pulling out my phone to look you up. Like, what you gonna give to me? And basically, it escalated to struggle rapper trying to fight 50 because 50 wouldn't pull up his fucking phone to look him up on Instagram. And what I got from it is 50 is an OG. He used to sell mixtapes on the corner and shit. He was around when certain people was coming up. He's used to whenever you want to get somebody attention, you spit your shit. You don't be like, look at my Instagram. Right, like Big Sean. That's not even like that. Right. You spit your shit. A few other
niggas got on like that.
And there was an even bigger thing. You disrespected him. You came up on him on his date with his girl.
Yeah,
he ain't even bring that shit up. Right,
she was looking thick too.
He ain't even. She was looking really good. She was looking real cut. She was looking real cut. But
yeah, you're fine.
He didn't even bring that up. The only thing he kept saying is, "Bruh, you're not showing me anything. Like you're not giving me anything. Like you want me to go out of my way to look some shit up. Like nigga, like he could have at least gave him a business card, like something. Like, but if you're a rapper, you should be able to spit. That's how I feel.
Throwback to, I went to the Weeknd's concert. I've been to a couple, but the first one I went to in Atlanta, right? Mm-hmm. I seen DJ Drama and I hit him up on Twitter like, yo, nigga, what's up? I got something for you. Nigga ignored me, so I tweeted like, man, nigga ain't fucking with me. The nigga tweeted me back like, yo, nah, hold on, where you at? Pull up on me right now, like, walk up on me. I walk up on me. What I do? I gave this nigga a CD. It wasn't up to par for probably what I was trying to do, but that nigga gave me the chance to do that at that time, right? But I had a product to give to this nigga. I wasn't like, yo, nigga, look me up on YouTube right now. No, nigga,
or
if you want the chance.
If he would have hit you up on Twitter, if you would have hit him with some links. Yeah. Nobody don't want to dig to find your best shit.
Fuck that. If you see, if I'm in person, right, if that nigga would have told me rap, nigga, I would have rapped. But I knew at a concert, another nigga concert that was blowing up, that is a phenom now, it's not the time.
Right.
It's not the fucking time. But if, fast forward, we're past all that. That was fucking 9 years ago. 9 years ago, damn near, right? Maybe, not one night, it was 6 years ago. We're in a whole different age. If I pull up on 50 Cent on a date, nigga, here's a flash drive, nigga. Like, what the fuck, nigga? That shit got fucking 2 terabytes of my shit on there. Hey, man, my number's written on it, bro. If you fuck with it, fuck with me. If you were fired, that nigga gonna do some shit. You gonna be on the next season of Power.
I feel like with 50 Cent,
or SMM,
you should have like spit a few bars and then hand the flash drive.
I don't think you should spit shit for 50 Cent because 50 Cent's not a rapper anymore.
Okay, but when he was, think of his environment. That's what I'm saying. Like,
alright, if this nigga wanted to get, that's another thing. It's all about fucking who you're dealing with, right? 50 Cent is one of the most spotty, bankrupted niggas of all time, but niggas owe him money. If you want to impress 50 Cent, fucking pull up in a rented Bentley, spilling champagne on it, like, hey nigga, oh, you 50, nigga. Here's that money I owe you. Make a joke. This nigga's a comedian, apparently. Then give him some goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Give him a $100 bill with your damn Twitter on it. And nigga might respect that a lot more than, oh, nigga, pull up. That was one thing I did do. I had fucking $50, $100 bills. I wrote my link on it. Like, you gotta give some type of incentive. Especially 50 Cent doesn't give a fuck. This nigga's living like it's the 90s.
Yeah, that's like that's what I keep trying to tell you. He's living like it's the 90s. So I feel like you can just spit
I love
50
you.
Cent.
Nah, he don't care about your rap.
really well.
That's how I feel. Now you have some type of little speck on there, but I love you. I love you.
Alright, I'm about to
Happy
move on.
birthday, nigga.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I wish I had glasses on. Anyways.
So the next one, we're going to talk about this in brief because there weren't that many episodes and it was very disappointing. So spoiler alert for Black Mirror. Spoiler alert for Black Mirror. If you have not seen it yet, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. So there was only 3 episodes this season, and I'm assuming it's because of the whole
technically, yeah, there's 4.
Yeah.
But that was like 5 episodes in one. So we got blessed because we got choices.
Right.
40.
We got choices.
Everybody got choices.
So Black Mirror was very subpar this season. Very subpar. The only one that really took me for a loop was the first episode because it was drama the fuck out. But
it was weird.
It was weird. It was weird because it made me think about so many different things. Like, is this that? Is that this? Is that that? Like, it. That's why it was weird. But the other 2 were very. I don't even remember the second one.
And the second one was
the guy was the hostage. Yeah.
That made me think the most, actually. And that was the most hated episode, apparently.
That was subpar to me because it was so obvious that the dude that was holding the intern hostage is the one who got shot.
That's not the point,
everybody was looking at their phone and didn't care.
That's not the point. And we're going to get to that. Let's talk about
it right now. Go.
Alright. The point of that episode was more or less like even the people at the top of the food chain with Facebook and all that, they're no longer the people that have the control.
Right.
They're doing what they're told to do. Yeah, this nigga might have made a patch like, okay, you can't use Facebook while driving. Would it have solved the problem? No, because it's so fucking addictive. They do everything to get them endorphins running.
Right.
Purposely. Blah, blah, blah. That was the point of that. But fuck that. Let's talk about the first one, the one that people were talking about. Because the second one, you had to have a deep cinematographical fucking meaning to kind of, okay, this is impressive. Because, alright.
Are you talking about the first one now?
Now we're talking about the second one still because, yeah.
You just said let's talk about the first one.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I forgot to add in.
Okay.
At the end of it, Nadja said it had to be the dude that was holding him hostage that got shot because if the innocent person got shot, nobody would care.
No, I said they would.
Yeah, they would care. But then I said he did not get shot by the police, which that's the factor that would have made everybody care. Because at the end, everybody was, we're both at the same type of time. They were like, whatever. And you were like, yo, the nigga probably didn't get shot that was held hostage. But people only seem to care when niggas get shot when they get shot by the police.
Or, I just thought about this.
Spit it.
Or, it doesn't matter who got shot because people don't care. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Unless the police do it.
I feel like nobody cared regardless of who it was.
Unless the police do it. And the police didn't do shit. Because that's why they didn't shoot the sniper when they had multiple chances. Because they were like, we don't want to shoot another.
No, at the end, the police did shoot someone. The gun in the car didn't go off. That sniper with the slippy finger, he shot somebody.
Okay, I stand corrected.
It's just...
I'm lost.
I feel like people don't care.
I
think that was...
They might act like they do for a second.
Right, but they don't.
You're right. But let's talk about the first episode. That's too deep.
That's my favorite episode.
Cool. Alright. You have 2 dudes, and I don't like talking about the homosexuality of the thing, but I feel like the dude that was like initially not trying to be involved is not the complicated one to me, because yeah, you get on a video game, you getting tired of your wife, whatever, but your friend is posing as a female seducing you.
My thing is when they met up at that street, I already knew what was going on. when they were like, okay, we're gonna kiss each other and see if there's anything there. I already knew off rip there wasn't gonna be anything there. Because in the real world, you guys are two men.
Yeah, off the rip.
But in the virtual world, you guys can be who you want to be. You want to be a man having sex with a woman who has all of the qualities of your best friend.
Yeah,
and your best friend can only feel...
I never thought about that part.
He can only feel his true self sexually as a woman. And by you also being his best friend, it completes the whole package. And that's what I just feel like that whole episode was just like the fluidity of sexuality and how like things are way more complicated. Because like, for example, with my sexuality, it's pretty black and white. Like, I either want a woman for feminine features or I want a man for his masculine features. And I just feel like my sexuality is pretty black and white. And like that, the whole reason, the whole time I was just confused watching that episode. And then at the end I was like, duh, it's not supposed to be black and white. Like,
yeah,
it's supposed to be complicated. It's supposed to be like, okay, well, I like you for that reason, and it's this special reason that I'm not going to like you for somebody else.
But at the same time, you also got to think that whole situation gave you all the fucking sensations of who you were playing with.
Right.
That dude was playing as a female, so I feel like he got to sense a female orgasm.
Yeah, and he even said that in the show.
Which is totally different. Everybody knows that. That fucked him up. And then on top of that, it's like, yo, we never got to see what happened with his last relationship, but that has been a long-lasting problem.
Right.
That is his issue. He wants a female orgasm, so it can also go into like trans shit because it's
that's what I thought too. I was just like, is he a transgender person and like he's struggling with his identity and stuff? That was another thing I was trying, but I feel like that was still my mind trying to simplify shit.
Yeah.
Because
but then I'm like, yo.
Because on the outside, he liked being that macho ass dude, pulling the bitches and blah, blah, blah. That's why I feel like it went into things not being so black and white.
Like,
he
you're
just
never
going to
be able to get it regardless because that's not what it is.
Right. Because even when they met up together and they kissed and nothing happened and they ended up fighting and shit, I feel like that was his like, bruh, this is who I am in the real world, but I have a kink and I want to get off and I want to do me
and I feel
this
like
other world.
That's where it ends for a lot of people, unfortunately. But then I was thinking like, damn, this is a game, bro. They would have 12-year-old niggas dealing with this. They would have patched that shit up.
Yeah.
So why the fuck didn't the game maker? That's where I'm like, Black Mirror, you're getting lazy as fuck. Because I would have thought that would be the problem in the episode. They patched that problem up in the fucking game because you can't have fucking little kids doing
even
that.
on GTA, like you can go to the strip club, you can fuck prostitutes, but they don't show it. All you can see is some titties.
But you remember the fucking patch in San Andreas? That was the big controversy? Where they had the game where you can fuck hookers and like you press A for pleasure and shit. That was a problem because they forgot to patch it up. So what do? Patch it up.
Yeah,
but in the early games, you could still break into it.
They have a mod for The Sims right now that it's really popular today, and they like do shit like that. But it's a mod. It's not like you buy the game and you can just get it. Like, I don't know.
But back when, you could actually just go get into the game, get the original shit that they cut out. Because just because they cut out shit in the game doesn't mean it's still not in the N64 cartridge or the you know what I'm saying? You get that shit. But, yeah, what was the third episode of that shit?
Miley Cyrus.
Oh my god, that shit was like a fucking Lifetime fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 more fucking minutes of that. It would have been a Lifetime movie. Ironically, that was the most, like, Black Mirror episode. But, like, they did not rely on any type of, like, Black Mirror is supposed to be,
Black Mirror is supposed to be about technology.
And
it was very, very minute with technology. Like, all of those stories, I don't know if you noticed, were all in present day.
Yeah.
None of them were in the future. Even with Bandersnatch, like, all of them were...
Bandersnatch. I feel like all of the, like, advanced ones were, like, 5 years.
Bandersnatch was in the 80s. But still, like, everything else was in present day.
It really was.
Like, and that's why I'm just like... Black Mirror is supposed to be about like in the future and how technology is molding the social structure of the future and stuff, but it's all about stuff happening in today. And I think that's why it was so subpar, because it's like, bro, if that was me today, nah.
The thing that really bothered me though is because the Twilight Zone just had a revamp.
Right.
It was okay. It
Right.
The last episode was the best to me because Rod Sterling was in that bitch.
Right.
I'm like,
I like the last episode.
Yeah.
What else on top?
Some of them made me go to sleep.
You're just a sleepy person. I'm trying to think. What was a good one?
I like the one with the aliens and they treated them like illegal aliens.
Yeah, I like that one.
Fire.
I like that one, like the 50s looking housewife and the illegal aliens. I like the one with the little kids where there were aliens coming down and like people were getting possessed by the aliens and the little boy found the nesting ground.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
But all that shit just made me like, dude, this was your time to shine. Right now, what's shining with me is Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh yeah, that was such.
But I feel like the people that made Black Mirror,
Robots on
absolutely
Netflix.
watch
Please
it.
do.
I feel like they were so caught up in Bandersnatch and Love, Death, and Robots that they were like, "Fuck Black Mirror," because they already knew.
I feel like
it's a dying breed.
I feel like Love, Death, and Robots was so effortless for them because
They
there were
had other
so
people.
many different people working on it with so many different teams, so many different animators with storylines and stuff. Like it was so effortless for them.
But they had
I
to
don't think they
coerce
took up
it
their
though.
time.
I feel like, I don't know, dude. I just feel like this was the time for Black Mirror to shine, and now it's just
I feel like
like
they didn't have a chance.
it's a cash cow.
And another reason why, and this ties into the next topic, a lot of people think it's like Netflix versus Hulu. They're all in cahoots. They're all making money together. It's no coincidence that Handmaid's Tale and Black Mirror came out the same day.
And 3%ers.
And they both had
and that other shit.
no, fuck 3%ers. Black Mirror and Handmaid's Tale came out the same day, and they both had 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And Handmaid's Tale outshined the fuck out of Black Mirror, for sure. For sure.
Alright, so now let's get into that. Handmaid's Tale, bruh, I'm really starting to not like the main character.
Oh, me too.
She's a
I'm starting
fucking
not to like June
manipulative
either.
asshole.
She's treating certain people the way she should have treated people in her past, and it's like, bro, come on now, bro, come on.
And it's just like, when you can't control your environment, you're at a loss for words. You're mad. People gave you the chance to get out of your dystopian, fucked up society, and you wanted to be selfish for kids that didn't want to fuck with you to begin with, where they got good homes, and you're mad at those
That was the thing
people.
where I'm just like, I feel like I can't really have a say because I don't have kids. But it's just like, bruh, I don't know. Like, I get you want to go back for your kids, but it's just like, bruh, it's not going to be easy. And then, like, your husband has been trying to get your daughter all this time, and it's not easy. And the fact that he even turned into, like, a little alcoholic for a minute because he's just like, bro. Yeah, because it was really short, like, out of nowhere. He was just like, all right, let's just start downing these bitches out of nowhere and just become to a raging drunk over
that nigga
one
was
episode.
like a real deal. Like he's fucked.
But it's just like, he's been trying to save his kid this whole time, and you had a chance, and you didn't get out. I don't know.
You're risking people's lives.
Bruh, people died over you already in the 3 episodes.
Yeah,
like, bruh,
it's
come on
bad,
now.
dude.
The shit is just bad.
It's bad, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not gonna sit, like you said, I don't have kids. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know what that feels like. But science, and even if you want to be religious, because Abraham was about to fucking kill the shit out of his jet for God, whatever. Social Darwinism is a thing. You can have more kids. 9 times out of 10, you can take care of yourself better than your kids can.
My thing is, I would have left the baby in that society.
You didn't have the chance.
No, I'm saying, I would have left the
6'9".
baby.
You wouldn't have got the chance.
I would have left the baby with Serena. Because, what's that girl name? Katie, Helen, I don't remember her daughter name.
Yeah,
that little girl.
Why does it even matter? They don't have
She
names.
remembered a life before that.
Yeah.
That's why it's just like, remember the last season, the season finale, where the whole city was up in shambles? I would have ran to their house, got little baby girl, and left. I would have left the actual baby.
But she didn't get the chance. My whole thing is, if you got the chance to get out of there with a baby, there should have been nothing other. Because now your new nigga finna get sent to the front lines. You're fucked.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole series is just fucked. I'm gonna keep watching though. He does this thing where it's just like, if stuff doesn't like please him immediately, he's like, I'm not gonna watch this show no more.
No, it's not if it
I'm gonna watch
pleases.
this show
It's
still.
if it makes sense.
It makes sense to me.
Like, I get that every show that's a hit is a cash cow, but make it fucking make sense. Like, with an anthology series like Black Mirror, these niggas fucked up. Like, they didn't have to make it make sense. They just had to make it pleasing.
Right.
But with fucking Handmaid's Tale, she should have went out, and then there should have been another heroine where she fucking wrote a letter to. Cause any real nigga, oh, this is my chance to get
like
that shit.
Like if June would have got out and then she would have formed her own resistance within there from connections,
wow,
that would have been cool.
See,
Yeah,
I should be a Hollywood fucking writer.
It would have been cool,
no,
but I'm just saying, like, I feel like nothing is worse than Orange is the New Black right now. Orange is the New
still
Black.
Coming back?
It's coming back July 29th. Orange is the New
I don't have my
Black
watch
should
on.
have
I don't even know
ended
what's
last
today's
season.
date?
It is it was the 7th, now it's the 8th. It's 1 o'clock.
Oh fuck.
But I feel like Orange is the New Black should have ended when Piper got out of jail. I don't see what they're about to do with this season. Piper's out of jail. It should be done.
Cash
should be
cow,
done.
cash cow, cash cow. Alright.
Alright, we're on our last topic for the night, and I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
It's a little bit stale tea, but
It's not still,
The whole-
it's just fucking...
Young Miami and Asian Doll beef, where Asian Doll tweeted about how she writes her own music, and then out of nowhere, Young Miami started going on a rant about how it doesn't matter that you write your own music. And Asian Doll did another tweet where it was like, bro, I wasn't talking about anybody. I'm just praising myself for writing my own music. And then Cardi B, as she always does, felt the need to get into somebody else's fucking beef and start being like, Young Miami is a mom.
You want me to take off?
Just go ahead.
Alright, first of all, it's my dream to be signed to Gucci Mane. Maybe Asian Doll, maybe you should go get a fucking ghostwriter and get a hit record. Cause you haven't had shit since I'm a dog, but I'll beat a bitch up. And I fucking, that shit is the shit. Like, I used to tell you, like, I like that song, play that shit. It's hype, it's whatever, whatever, whatever. I totally understand your angle though. And that's the only thing I gotta say about that. On the other end of the spectrum, if somebody writes their fucking music, bro, cause Meg Thee Stallion was in it too. Cause she was
They
like,
tried
I
to
feel
make her
you.
in it. They tried
But
to
she
make
was
her
like, man, I make my fucking
she was just
money,
like, bro,
whatever.
I don't give a fuck about no beef. I'm doing.
And there was a little
that.
controversy with her having a hit ghostwriter with the song she had with the baby.
Yeah, because she was trying to make a song with Juicy J.
And the
And
baby.
Juicy J got a lyric from Wolf Tyler and told Meg that it was his.
Oh fuck.
And then she
But
was
she
looking
would still
crazy.
use that shit.
Because at first she was like, oh no, I wrote that and Juicy wrote that. And then it turns out she saw the research and she was like, damn, I trusted him.
But why does it matter who wrote what?
It doesn't
Especially
matter.
in society.
It doesn't matter, but the thing is if name somebody who writes their shit right now. A man.
I don't think Gucci Mane has any fucking ghostwriters because honestly his shit's so Gucci Mane. I'm not gonna say it's good. Most of it is what the fuck because it's Gucci Mane. I don't think
Okay.
the baby writes his has any ghostwriters.
So you don't know anybody for a fact that's a man?
You never know. That's the
funny.
difference
That's
between
funny.
men and women because
That's what I was about to
women
say.
want to fuck shit up for
fuck
the
that.
game.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. It's funny that you can't even sit here and name for a fact a man that does not use a ghostwriter. And if
It's
a
not
man,
important.
okay, I get it, it's not important.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Women
now
want to
listen to me.
fucking take the credit.
All right.
Beyonce has ghostwriters.
Okay, and that's great.
Rihanna
All right,
has
listen.
ghostwriters.
All right, go ahead.
Niggas are like, I'm about to get this bag. When it comes to a lot of female rappers and shit, they be like, oh, I want to fucking take the credit or I'm mistake. That's why I actually do respect Cardi, but she should have never got involved with this because this doesn't have shit to do with her. But I respect her in the angle where it's like, you know what you do. You collect your bag. End of story. But why can you be mad at Asian Doll because she says she writes her own music? Why does that bother you? That's what I'm saying. Niggas don't cross that line. Like, oh, what, that nigga writes his own shit? Huh? And Nicki Minaj can say whatever we know Safari wrote hella shit. So why the fuck was Nicki coming at Cardi B? That's why I'm like, why do female rappers hate on each other like that? And that's all I got to say about it. Like, that shit's fucking trash, bro. Let niggas make their fucking bag. If they make the fucking money and they're the face of what they're doing, it shouldn't matter. Because they're paving ways for the next fucking Nicki, the next Meg, the next Cardi. And fuck it, if you want to write your own shit and do it the right, however you feel, the next Asian. Whatever, that's it.
What I was saying was that it's funny how with men you cannot pinpoint one person today for a fact that writes his own shit, but it does not matter because it is already assumed that men in the industry will somewhere or another get a ghostwriter, and it's not frowned upon. It's the business. It's how you get your bag. But for whatever reason, when a woman gets a ghostwriter, it's like, oh, this bitch can't spit for real. She's just a bitch. She just got a BBL. She just got a tummy tuck. She just look good. She an Instagram hoe that just got a bag. Blah, 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 right? But when a man comes out and says, I write my own shit, there ain't gonna be no nigga that's gonna come out the woodworks like, nigga, you ain't better than me though. Just cause I don't write nothing, blah, blah, blah. Cause that's not a thing.
No, I'm gonna stop you there. Cause we're not gonna act like that Drake shit didn't happen. That is definitely a thing. The only difference is that was a rarity. When it comes to the female rappers, y'all do that shit to y'allselves on the regular.
If it's a rarity, and I'm not a female rapper, so that's not me.
No, I totally get it. I totally get it.
But if it's a rarity for men, then how come you can't name anybody for a fact that does not write?
No, I'm saying it's a rarity. It's a rarity where niggas break the code.
Of what?
It's called a fucking ghostwriter for a reason. I've had my cousin write me songs. I pay that nigga to write me a song. What the fuck ever. I was on a fucking hard patch. I was on the run, whatever. I didn't have the fucking mental capacity or time to write a song. I did that.
Okay, not about you, but...
No. But what I'm getting at is, that nigga Drake is the most successful rapper right now.
Yeah.
He had Quentin Miller write him some songs. The only nigga that outed him was the nigga that was hating on him for whatever at the time. Now they're cool with me. He was like, oh, Quentin wrote this song, nigga. Oh, your niggas. Nah, bro, fuck it. Who cares? But when it comes to female rappers, I'm honestly going to say this. Nicki fucked the game up when she started hating on that girl because she started getting bigger than her because of her queen complex. It should have never been a thing.
Yeah, I feel you, but I could also understand why somebody would get upset about it, because it's just like, bro, if you've grinded so hard and you've worked so hard in the studio, not saying Cardi didn't work hard in the studio, but it's just like, bro, when you actually have to write some shit, it feels different when it's just like your name is on it. But you know music, there's gonna be hella people on those credits. There's gonna be hella people on. Let me talk, because you've been talking a lot. There's gonna be hella people on those credits, but all I'm saying is that, and you know this, there is a way different standard for male rappers than female rappers. How many female rappers do you know that make songs like hibbity hubbity hoobity hibbity hubbity hibbity hubbity? Like, you can't do that fucking the baby shit. You can't be a female rapper doing the baby shit.
The baby doesn't do that.
Who is that nigga that don't be on beat? Who's the bust down Tatiana dude?
That's Blueface.
Okay, you can't have a girl doing no Blueface type shit, rapping off beat
Sweetie
and fucking shit. Nah, Sweetie don't rap like that. She trying to rap like that now because she's with a fucking Migos. Hey, her old shit, she don't sound.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you, champ. The difference is, y'all cut though, cause bro, it ain't the type of time where there ain't a million female rappers coming up. The fucking Catch Me Outside girl is a successful gold fucking certified, maybe platinum certified artist. I don't want to hear that.
She has ghostwriters, and she had a social media presence.
But at the same time, we're not gonna sit and act like this ain't the fucking music business, bro. You know what the fuck you, like you said.
All I'm saying.
People get hard feelings about, oh, I write my shit. You know what the fuck you signed up for.
All I'm saying is that in a world where something is not popular, or when you can monetize off of something that is popular, and if you take pride in your work, then fuck it. Like, that's like me getting on Twitter and being like, oh, I made 100K subscribers on YouTube without bots because people really fuck with me. And then some random person who does the same thing that I do, who I have never spoken with personally or have any personal beef with, is just like, bro, bitches love bragging about their shit, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Like, I'd be sitting here looking confused because it's just like, damn, bro, I can't be proud of myself.
But then there's also the third person where it's like, oh, I signed with this person, I got bots, nigga, I got motherfucking the label behind me. You know what you signed up for. If you're really doing it for the love, it shouldn't bother you at all. You shouldn't want to go back and forth. Whoever the fuck it pertains to.
No, I'm asking. Okay, so you said there are people out there who are like, oh, I do it for the bots. I got bots.
No, you don't do it for the bots. That's just who's behind you, right?
Right. So who would that be in that situation?
And that'd be Cardi B.
Right.
She don't write her shit. She got the fucking label, putting it on Spotify. If you got a fucking Pandora, I be having YouTube ads where her songs playing. 1,300 of them ads equal an album sale. And niggas wonder why her fucking album's selling so good, whatever. Am I knocking her for that? No. Bitch, because you in the right place at the right time. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't, if I was her, go talk about the nigga that's writing their own shit. That's where she fucked up. That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, if you're the nigga that is writing your own shit, you can't be mad even enough to like, you know what I'm saying?
That's the funny thing. Nobody was mad.
Well then,
they were just bragging about. They were just like, bro, I feel good that I write my own shit.
I'm not saying nothing bad about her. I'm just saying, don't be mad that this nigga's butthurt.
Nobody was mad.
Don't be mad that people are butthurt. Do your thing.
There was only one person there was only two people that was mad, and that's why I was kind of just like, bro. And I never get it. Fuck Young Miami for a second. With Cardi, I never understand why Cardi be butthurt about anything.
Oh, so she's butthurt.
Cardi's butthurt. Young Miami was butthurt for a second and then got over it, but Cardi just be butthurt about everything, and I never understand where it's just like, bro, you got everything.
Why are you butthurt when you stuff my nigga at her Grammy? You ain't right shit. You got everything that you got. Yeah, you work hard in them late nights in the studio where you reciting people's shit. That's you. That's your hustle, bro. Nobody's knocking it. Why are you butthurt for the niggas that's actually trying to do it the hard way? That's a personal problem at that point.
That's what I was trying to tell you. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier.
I totally get it.
Because it's not like anybody who was writing for themselves was dissing anybody that has ghostwriters. That's not what it was about.
No, what I was talking about was
it kind of got transformed into that. We weren't even talking. You brought Nicki into it.
No,
I love Nicki.
All I was saying is
I wasn't saying
that's why they're so defensive. Is because for the longest time, people that were mad just because they fucking are not as relevant because it's the new times. We're like, oh, this person don't do this, that, and that. You know what the fuck you signed up for.
That's why I feel like it was more of a personal problem because it's like the main antagonist was Nicki being like, haha, you don't write your shit, you're not as good as me.
But you made it a male or female thing.
Okay, I did that before, but I'm talking about what you were just talking about.
Fair.
When Nicki was saying, haha, you're not as good as me because I write and you don't, I feel like that genuinely got under certain people's skin. So when an innocent party just tweets, I like writing my stuff, bitch,
what
we're
the fuck
mothers.
You
we are mothers.
Shit.
We need to keep our bag. What do you do? I got a kid. And it's just like, whoa.
Yeah,
I don't got no beef with you. I was just saying my shit. I would have added you, bitch.
But you see, that's that feminist love, though. That's what I was saying when you were like male or female. Like, it's funny.
No, yeah, because you were talking about how dudes got ghostwriters. They don't talk about it, blah, blah, blah. But we're not going to lie as if the entertainment industry right now.
We got kids.
Push out some bullshit sounding shit, but because it sounds like some hood shit, niggas gonna fuck with it.
Because niggas know the game.
Girls come out with some hood shit, it's more so like, oh, that's a stallion summer, that's a city girl summer, that's some stripes on my ass on the boat, like, bruh, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's different.
Niggas need to go talk to Clarence.
Different. Okay.
That's what the fuck niggas need to do. When they fucking doing all this bullshit, because Clarence would have been like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You know, all y'all hoes got ghostwriters. Because that's the difference. If I get in the studio and you say, bro, nah, you need to listen to the melody of the beat, technically you're a fucking ghostwriter.
Notice, Beyonce don't be tweeting shit.
Because that's what I said initially. If you go rewatch this footage, the biggest names.
We were talking about Clarence. That's why I said Beyonce don't be tweeting shit.
Yeah, because they know what the fuck they're doing.
She fuck with Clarence. She knows.
And they know they got ghostwriters because that's the smart thing to do. I always call people and ask, Bro, I'm not the fucking best rapper alive. Nobody is. Because there's always a different time. You're always supposed to be like, yo, what you think about this? And then, technically, once you ask that person, they should get a credit on your fucking, your plat. They need to get one too, because you asked them.
I will say, though, there's a difference with ghostwriters and singing and rapping. I will say that.
If you ask somebody for an opinion, they technically had a say-so in your hit record. Because if they would have been like, nah, nigga, you need to do all that shit again.
It's like me having a fashion line and asking an intern backstage, you think I should do red or yellow? And they say yellow, and then the yellow blows up.
Yeah, they need to get a fucking cut. They need to get it cut. That's the difference between the music industry, though, because yellow or red is a color. If I tell you, as Clarence...
That's what I'm saying, but there's rap and singing. So
it's the same shit.
It's really not.
It's the same.
People write songs for people all the time.
Yeah, and they get credits. When it comes to
rapping, where like it's supposed to be like the baseline of rap is people writing in a fucking notebook.
Young Thug wrote fucking 4 bars on "This Is America." That nigga has a platinum plat. That nigga won a Grammy.
Yeah, because he was in the song.
But he didn't write it.
Yeah, but he was in the song though.
He gave input.
No, he was in the song. He was at the end of the song.
He gave input.
Okay, but he was on the end of the song. Like his voice, his lyrics.
It's the same thing. What's the difference?
Like, okay, here's an example. Cardi B won for best rap lyrics or whatever. Her ghostwriter isn't, and that's actually going viral right now. Her ghostwriter isn't getting any type of awards, any recognition right now.
So why, if the ghostwriter's not getting credit, why are niggas tripping?
I don't get it. Cause she wrote it. The ghostwriter wrote it.
No, I'm saying why is Cardi B tripping on other niggas then?
You know why Cardi B's tripping.
Okay, that's the whole point. What I'm trying to say. In reality, no matter what goes on behind the scenes, them behind the scenes niggas need the plaque.
Well, they're not getting it.
That's the fucking problem. That's the problem.
Daniel, you be going in circles, bro. It's like we be having the same opinions, and then you'd be like, "That's what I was saying," and I'm like, "I know."
No,
why do you
all I'm saying is niggas that are behind the scenes need plaques. If anybody gives any input, like if you look at the Weeknd's plaques, there's a nigga, I forgot his name. He doesn't do much, but he's basically like you. How you be like, nah, nigga, you should say it like this. The nigga has 24 plaques from just being like, nah, say it like this. Did he write anything? No. Did he spit anything? No. Did he give his input and change the course of history when it became this platinum song? Yeah.
Well, the reality is that a lot of people don't get plaques.
That's why Karma's a bitch. You gonna hate on the next nigga, whatever. Asian Doll, please get a fucking ghostwriter and fucking shit on these hoes. Since that's what they want to do, I was just playing Call of Duty. Niggas cheat, you cheat too. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Whatever. My take on that is I feel like stop lashing out your insecurities on innocent people that are not worried about you because you just make yourself look stupid.
That part.
Because it's like, bruh, if nobody is talking about you directly and you're just assuming, you're looking stupid. That's how I feel about that whole Asian Doll, Young Miami, Cardi B situation. Y'all look stupid. And I feel you, Cardi, you want to take up for your friend or whatever, but bruh, Meg is Asian's friend, and Meg was like, bruh, I ain't about this bullshit. I'm bigger than it. You could have did that too. So that's just how I feel about it. Ghostwriter or not, just in basic terms, if somebody does not talk to you directly, do not act like they're talking about you. Because you're too old for that. And like you said, you're somebody's mother. Like,
that's
you're
some
too
real
old
shit.
for that. Like,
that's real. I agree.
That's the summary of how I feel about that.
From my opinion as an artist, I'm gonna keep it brief. Shout out to Nadja, shout out Cannon, shout out motherfucking LaShawn Ellis, shout out everybody shout out Vaughn. If you ever fucking gave some input, nigga, you're just as valuable as the fucking artist. And that's the end of the day. Don't hate on niggas. Do your shit. Keep it moving.
Pretty much.
Keep it fucking moving, because it's the fucking industry. It's the business, nigga. Don't sign a paper when you don't know what it means.
Right.
And like that, man, I don't know what podcast is. I think it's number 5.
It's either 5 or 6. 6.
Well, let's just say it's 6. Fuck it.
Nah, let's just say at the end of the podcast because I really don't know.
Stay tuned if you like this fucking podcast. Show love. We appreciate all the love we've been getting.
And all the comments, whether they're good or bad, we appreciate.
Man, fuck the bad. There's no such thing as bad. Show
I appreciate the bad. I don't care.
Hate.